Mac, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry about the glass. This air elemental will be easily taken care of. Like, I brought a druid from the city of Haven. He's been training for 55 years on this.
A druid. He turns to look at you, this machine man. Druid, you can help here.
He can help. He can solve this in a second.
Can you control this thing?
Not exactly that kind of the druids, like with the air, the earth, the fire, the water. Not really my thing. I'm more into... And I just show my seed.
They look at it. Knight Matthias gets this deadpan, like, what? Look on his face. And then Mac mirrors it completely with lenses on his eyes, kind of like frowning.
No, Mac, the seed is really important. He'll tell you about that later. No, like, do the druid stuff.
Fuck. And then I'm going to go, okay, I will jump off the balcony inside.
Ha! So we're just gonna fucking run past me?
Just make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Fucking no problem. A 3.
With a 3, I'm sorry to say you're actually taking a full 6 points of damage right now.
And that's the end of that.
It's just a sprain. And then I cast plant stride, tree stride.
Yes, it seems to grow larger, and then it seems to almost open up like a doorway, like an archway.
He's doing it, Mac.
Then I go through the plant. I have 500 feet, and there's a plant that everywhere I go, I like echolocate where the plants are.
You're in the plant net now.
I remember that there was one on the bridge.
Yes.
And I step out of my tree stride on the bridge.
Absolutely.
And I shout back, Douglas! Now what?
So I see him just stumble down the stairs and then run into like a potted plant and then come out on the bridge.
Absolutely. You're like looking at the potted plant like, what the hell? And in the background, the camera sees like Sigmund getting out. A couple was running away and they stumble backward for a moment and then run past Sigmund, realizing he's not an enemy.
And then I go and I just grab the nearest person and I just
I'm gesturing to like save the, like, just tell the tornado to go away. You control the elements.
And I go, not that kind of druid. And then I just grab somebody nearby, and that is my whole turn.
Absolutely. There is one young child who just got like body checked by 2 separate adults who were trying to run away, stumbled and fell onto his hands and knees. He is obviously the person closest to you who's in the most danger.
I just grab the child and I try to hope that my weight on top of him keeps him from being lifted into the air.
Absolutely. In that case, I am just going to say that the air elemental had been bearing down upon General Ventheris, and that is going to be a total of a 19, just enough to hit General Ventheris for a walloping. Going to be 28 points of damage in a single hit against General Ventheris. The ground next to him is smashed, and he's sent hurtling through the air, skids along the ground a little bit, and stands himself back up, grunting, putting one gauntlet down to lift himself back up. Dog breath, we are up to you. What would you like to do?
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do what I normally do, which is save the city. And I'm going to go ahead and cast a 3rd level Dispel Magic on this air elemental, and that should do it.
All right, you try a 3rd level.
Certainly.
Dispel Magic.
I say, Mac, the druid, he's getting prepared. But I'm just going to do what I normally do.
You're going to need to roll a wisdom check, and once again, something is interfering with your magic and giving you disadvantage here. It is as though your attempts to dispel this, just like when you were trying to close the rift, something is hindering your efforts.
Okay. Really hindered hard. Ooh! On the high rolls, I got an 8. So I'm just like, save the city!
It pulses, shrinks slightly, and then grows larger. Seems as though more wind is erupting from the core of this creature. In fact, you notice behind the creature, further east along the river, sort of where you didn't see this thing arriving, but where you would have surmised it had been moving from a moment ago to come and wreck the boat it just crushed, you actually see after that 8. That wasn't a natural 1, right? It was just
The
a low roll.
disadvantage was a natural 1, but I rolled higher than that.
Well, I'm taking the lower of the 2 rolls with disadvantage. Was it a
No.
natural 1?
Yes.
Okay, dog breath. With a natural 1, it is clear what is happening here. You are seeing suddenly as you attempt to dispel the elemental. Instead, it grows larger, it sprouts more tendrils, and there's almost a trail of wind that illuminates behind it. And you see what had been almost a swirling nexus of wind that you wouldn't have noticed suddenly split the sky. And there is a rift now in the air.
Well, if you want more of me, and who doesn't? I think millions do. Click right here and watch the full episode, because I'm doing great things, and we're all doing great things, but I'm doing great things, and I will make D&D so great. So thank you. Thank you.